kurang bisan wa jangama kurang bisan ya matrenelo iyan dem marong iyan den jay kay way iyan dem marong suma iyan dem marong kay way kurang bisan wa jangama mernala big wajal sumanje ke na set yow ya maton iyan kilime na fonyo bang fan tv iyan kilime na fonyo bang fan tv iyan kilime na fonyo bang gasiti kadomo wallahi iyan kilime na fonyo bang.
We want to have the opening prayers first, then we continue the program. So if you have Omar drama on the ground, you can come and lead us the opening prayer.
من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين سبحانك ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
For that wonderful prayer, may our prayers be accepted. And from there, let's stand up for the national anthem. before we start the program, I think we all remember our honorable, our great leader, our man who is hardworking and dedicated, our late President Aliou Badara Konde. We wish he witnessed this event happening, but unfortunately, when God calls, no one dares to reject the call. So therefore, we would like each and every one of you to pray for him. We're gonna take 3 minutes or 5 minutes to do our silent prayer for him. Then we continue the program. Be accepted. So today is the day that we all have been waiting for. The day that the entrepreneurs are happy to deliver. I guess some of them you can see on their face. When you look at their face, you know that these people are well oriented with money. So we would like to have Mr. Jassy to do the opening remark, but unfortunately he is sick. So therefore they give me the permission to give the opening remarks. So good morning once again. My name is Alim Sorna, and I will be the master of the ceremony in this program. Before going further, I would like all of us to know that this Commerce Club has done a great thing in this school and even outside the school. The Commerce Club has motivated a lot of young people out there, and they have learned something, and they have achieved a lot from this club. So therefore, this club is great since the opening of the school in 1971. But I guess Mr. Kamoka and Mr. Adai were the ones that established this club around 1978, 79. So this is a club that has been existing for that time, and therefore, if we happen to witness this day, for us to be part of the club, I think it's a great day for us to celebrate and remember that a commerce club is one of the best clubs in the school and the biggest club out there. So this is it. I would like to thank the audience. I would like to thank you guys, because without you guys, the program will not hold, and without you guys, the program will be meaningless. So I permit you guys to give a round of applause to all of you, please. So we move on to the program. We have our speakers. Our first speaker will be Mr. Sir, and he's going to talk about the risk management in business. And I guess a lot of us will learn something from there and ready to apply it, as the theme of the seminar or of the program states, building commercial mindset integration. I think that will be beneficial to all of us. So you are welcome, Mr. Sir.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It's good to be back here once again. I think it's been a year or two since I last entered the school. But all the same, Mr. MC, thank you very much for that welcoming remarks. And greetings to my co-speakers here today. Appreciate it. Students, part of you, I'm not standing here as a speaker, but as a student like you. Okay? So feel free to look at me like a student, like your fellow students, right? Okay, just to rush back to history, Mr. MC made mention that about 1971 when the school was in operations. But the school was founded in 1970 by Hazrat Misra Nasir Ahmad in 1970. And the first batch of students started the school in 1971. You can see that the school have a brief history and a very rich in history. Educationally and moral disciplines are always history to the school. That's why some of you students, when you come to the school, they will not allow you in certain kind of appearances. Thank you very much. Thank you for the warm welcome and for having me here today. It's truly an honor to be speaking with you about a topic that I'm deeply passionate about. You know, in business, when building a business, it starts from somewhere. And every one of you will appreciate that even doing something at home, having the intention to try out something, it starts from somewhere. And where does it start? Is from the mindset. All right? That's why this short thing is very important. Business, building your business from the mindset to creation. All right? So, when we think of successful businesses, we often picture well-known brands, you know, like the QCells, the AfriCells, these well-known businesses. You picture about their brand, their sleek logos, their innovative products. But what we don't always see is the journey behind them. When you look at the brand, their logos, it doesn't really start from there. There is a journey before the logos, the brand, and everything that you see. I want to take you through what it really takes to build up a business. From the power of a mindset to taking that first step of creation. Okay, let's start with the mindset. Every business, no matter how big or small, starts in someone's mind. It starts as an idea, but having an idea isn't enough. You need right mindset to bring that idea to life. A growth mindset, to be specific, one that values learning, resilience, and adaptability. Okay? With a growth mindset as well, you recognize that every mistake is an opportunity to learn, that setbacks are not just temporary stops along the way. Because you have to click on your mindset that when starting businesses, there may be a lot of things along the way that will try to bring you problems. But having the right mindset, these setbacks are never been a problem to you. Because they are stepping stones for you to know where else to go from that level to another. Beyond that growth of mindset, you also need a vision and passion. Ask yourself, what do I want to create? Okay, you want to venture into business. Or what type of business did I want to venture in? What did I want to do? Ask yourself, what do I want to do? Or where do I want to be in the next 5 or 6 years? You have to have that vision. If you don't have a vision, the tendency that you succeed is very slim. You have to have a vision. You have your missions or your objectives that will guide you through to achieve what you set as your goals. And your visions are your future goals. You need to be so passionate about your idea that no setback can make you want to quit. Some people in business, when they start their first loss, they quit because they feel discouraged. Mange try why munta dem. And there is this business entrepreneur who really inspired me a lot. I once listened to his sermon. He was interviewed. He was invited and was interviewed. And he said that he will never, ever invest his money on someone who never fails. And the question was thrown back to him, why? Because he said, the one who never fails, the tendency that he fails in future, the business will collapse. But the one who experienced failure and fail again and again, then he knows the path that he's going to take until next time when things happen, then he will never fail. Because it's learning is an experience. You experience from what you do every day. What makes you fail today will not make you fail tomorrow. What makes you fail tomorrow may be not the same thing that will make you fail in future. So you see, you learn, you move from one stage to another. That's business. And that's the risk that you take in business. You take the risk to fail and to succeed. If you never want to fail, you will never succeed in business. You have to have the knowledge or the courage to say that, okay, I'm starting this business, but I can fail. But I'll be very strong and be motivated to see that I will not quit. I will continue to do what I'm supposed to do until I succeed. So never say, okay, what I'm starting, I started something. It happens to all of us. It happens to me, it happens to maybe a friend, a family, or so. Okay, you start make profit. Nobody. No, it's not about making profit at the initial stage. Okay, you see in business, it gives you or it takes you 5 years to be break even. What we say the break even, meaning your money that you invested in the business, after 5 years, that's the time that the business will start to see that, okay, now I can make profit. I'm bringing back the money that I invested. But along the way, the first, second, third year, you are not expected to break even. If you do, it's a plus to you. But all those years past, the first, second, third year is always risk on you. Because there are risks that comes along. These two major risks comes along in business. Your internal environment comes along. Your external environment also comes along in business. What do you face? What kind of information do you get from outside? Okay? Do you have the right economical background to make sure that you succeed in business? Many countries, when their economy is not good, the tendency that they will grow in business is slim. But it's a challenge, but you have to take it. And your internal environment, do you have the right tools or do you have the distributing channels to make sure that when you have your business, after production, your sales distribution channels are very well in a position where it's marketable. And in marketing, some people will say, okay, marketing is the environment that you have your business or the location of your business. No. If you are asked who are your market, your market is the people that need the services that you give out or the people that needs to buy your product. They are your market. Let me give a practical example. You cannot be selling tapalapa like the fullers. You know, tapalapa will not be will not sell out in Fajara because those people, they are standard. Some of them will not want to eat tapalapa. If you have a tapalapa bakery in Fajara, the tendency that you will have a breakthrough, is slim. Likewise, if you have a sinful bakery at the provinces, they don't know sinful. They know this heavy one, the tapalapa. All these are risks that you have to make sure you identify them before you venture into business. Okay? So once you have a strong mindset, the next step is for you to identify your opportunities. Identify the opportunities. And you know, in risk management, some will say, and I know some of my students here, I used to be very tough on risk management because risk management starts from you identifying what you want to do or identifying your environment. After identifying your environment, what are the risks involved in that particular environment, vis-a-vis to what you want to do, you start to assess the potentials of that risk, how damaging it will be. If you assess that potential risk, how damaging it can be, or how productivity it can be with your business, then you will see that you come to prioritizing. It's not that everything that you do, everything that you have in mind, you come and do at once. You have to prioritize. If you don't prioritize, you end up failing. Okay? Some businesses are here because the major risks that involve in those businesses is that they don't prioritize. They just want to do business. Okay, I will sell this, I will do that, I will do. But you have to prioritize. You need to know exactly what you want to do first and do that and make sure it sells well. And by prioritizing, you identify your environment. What does your environment need? And you assess whether if you sell out, it may sell out, and then you start giving out what they want to get from you. So please, from today, in anything that you want to do, even if you want to sell ever, check the environment. Some of the people who live in your environment may not want to buy your ebe, but they will want to buy your fish cake. Okay? They may not want to buy your fish cake, but they may want to buy your popcorn. So these are things that you have to analyze. You have to identify them within your environment, assess them, and know whether it will be sold out, and then you prioritize which one you want to take and move on with your business. Okay? So when after identifying what opportunities that you can have, from that stage, now comes what you do as planning. At what level of time do I need to do this? At what point in time do I need to involve Mr. A or B? Or did I need to meet Mr. Malik for him to chip in? And remember, and I always tell this to my fellow colleagues in the industry, no one knows it all. No one knows it all. It's only as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who knows everything. Some people will have money, but they don't have the mindset. They don't have the idea. Okay? They don't have the idea to come up with business plans. Some people have the idea, they don't have the creativity to make sure the ideas they have are implemented resourcefully. You see, when those people, three people come and synergize, maybe I may want to venture into something. Malik may have the money, and I have the idea. I will come and tell Malik, this is what I want to do. This is my idea. But how will I be able to do it? How can I implement it? Madam will tell me, okay, from my experience, if you do X, Y, Z, it will work out. Malik will bring in the money, this will do, and then you see, we try to synergize, and then we start planning on what will bring growth to our business. But let's be honest. Even the best plan can't account for everything. So you must be ready to learn and build skills. You must be ready to learn and build skills. You have to build up your skills. Okay, you have the proper planning. You have your identity. You identify what you want to do. You have your planning. You have everything. But in everything that you do, there is someone out there who's been there well before you. Please, look all of the one bull this, bull fong you know, ki mako magdumo. It's not about that. Swallow your ego and go at hey, yo ya nga si lede, naka ngini kon yu de defe. Li la buga def. I want to do one X, Y, Z. I see people coming to you. Some people are very, very good on online businesses. But when it comes to one-on-one, they are not good. Some people are very good in one-on-one businesses. When it comes to online, they are not good. You understand? So you must be ready to learn. Because planning, having a good plan is not everything. You must be ready to learn from one another. From there, you'll be able to build up your skills to make sure you achieve what you want to achieve. Every successful businessman is a learner. Every successful businessman is a learner. And learning never stops. It continues every day. The Bill Gates, they're always researching, learning how to improve and grow their businesses. Donald Trump's multi-billionaire who supports him, they're always learning. They're always researching. Look at the external environment. What are the risk exposures there? How will they be able to manipulate to make sure they succeed within that exposure? Who are their competitors? What do they have that they need to make sure they improve so that they will overcome their competitors? In business, this is how you behave. You have to behave like you are the champion, but you also have to behave like you are a child who always needs the parent to learn from how to talk, how to maneuver, you know, how to drink, how to eat. But you also have to behave like a champion in the sense that you're always eager to achieve your goals. Don't allow any setback to make you quit. Never be a quitter in anything that you want to do. Even in school, the best practice that you can have in school and to achieve your school goals is when you fail. Because when you fail, it tricks to you that this is not my position. I have to pass. My fellow students spend 3 hours in their bookstoring overnight. And then I have to double up. I have to spend 5 hours. I remember during our, program at WAI, our insurance college, one of our lecturers from Ghana, he always tells us this, always burn the midnight candle. If you want to succeed, you have to burn the midnight candle. If you want to pass, you have to burn the midnight candle. If you want to succeed in business, you have to break the barriers. Break the barriers. No setbacks will hold you back. Make sure every setback is a learning curve for you, is a stepping stone. Don't allow anyone to tell you that, okay, or to discourage you for that matter, that, okay, it's not good for you, venture into something. There is a terminology that the Wolofs normally use. You know, I'm not a Fula, I'm not a Jola. I would have able to say it in Fula or Jola. Neither am I a Mandinka. But the Wolofs used to say that Boomboy Hitcher, which is so Hitchel, Tuyagelo Hitcher dina exi. Maybe the tail point that you want to achieve is almost nearby. But once you feel the hardship of that setback and you quit, you pull another rope, the end point starts far ahead. So never quit. And never underestimate the power of networking and mentorship. Never underestimate the power of networking. Look around your environment. The people who are doing similar businesses. Talk to them. They will explain to you open-heartedly until these were the risks that they faced when they started new. And this is how they overcome it. So that you know these are the risks and this is the way that I'm going to manage my risk so that I will not fail in business. But network, attend seminars, attend events, different types. Try to talk to people, network with them. This is what I have, this is what I want. Oh, do you need this? No, I have it. Even if you don't have it, tell them that I have it. You know, you have to be self-confident. You don't have it, tell them I have it. Maybe by the time they will tell you, okay, I need XYZ, you will be able to get it in your shop. Because they will not tell you, okay, I need it now. Most of the times they will not tell you I need it now. Oh, you need this? I have it. Okay, when can I have it? Okay, you can have it in 3-4 weeks' time. You have to you have to be persistent. And you have to make sure you take up challenges. Okay? These are all risks that you have to fight for to make sure that you overcome all those challenges. Even if you know that having that particular stuff for it, that your customer, potential client, is not yet your customer. You know, your customer is whoever you have in your records, in your books, is your customer. But whoever you identify and approach is not yet your customer, it's your potential client. Giving your potential client what they need, you have to climb mountains. You have to ascend them. You have to ascend mountains and make sure whatever they need, you get it. And once you have a plan and skills, as I said, by having mentorship and all those stuff, the next step is for you to take action. Now, Mr. Malik is doing same as I do. I approach him, he gave me the way and tell me what to do, and told me every risk that he faced before he succeed. So what's up to me now is to take action. What do I need to do? I need to draft my action plans. I need to do an action plan. And this action plan will help me to pave the way so that I will learn from him. What makes him fail, I'm not saying that it will make me fail, but the percentage of that failure will be reduced, will be minimal. The probability of me failing will be minimal because I've already learned from him. That's business, and that's the risk that you face every day. Henceforth, along the way, you will face setback. Whenever you start business, you will always face setback. Whether you are successful or not successful, you will always face setback. I want to encourage you to see failure as part of the journey, as I said earlier. See failure as part of the journey of success. Each setback, each mistake is a valuable lesson. You learn from it. Each setback or mistakes that you fail or you face, rather, you learn from it. It helps you to know where you're going to move on from there on. Failure is in the end. It's an opportunity to learn and grow. The only true failure is giving up. Never give up. Never feel the setback and say, I quit. That's where you fail. People seeing you in business, you don't make profit, doesn't mean that you fail. But when you quit, when you give up that business, then you fail. And I believe none of you will want to fail. Will you? Never, never fail. But even after this, the key to success is staying consistent and adapting. Keep going even when it feels like progress is slow. As I said earlier, even if the progress is slow, just keep moving. Keep going. Let people see you. You know, there are certain investors. They will want to see someone who always do something, even if you don't have profit from what you do. Because they will know that you are consistent in what you are doing. Because they don't want to see someone who they will invest today and tomorrow that person will not continue doing why they invest their money. But that continuation will help you to grow. Finally, let's talk about impact. True success isn't just about profit. Remember, I made deliberation on this. True success is not about making profit. Profit will come later. But true success is not about making profit. Some people say, when you start making profit, yeah, you have a successful key business and you will grow. No, because the slightest mistake, you are dead. The slightest mistake, you are dead. It's about the positive impact your business can have on society. How can your business create value beyond the product itself? How? Can it make someone's life better? You're not making profit, but what value do you add to the society? Do you perform your corporate social responsibilities to make sure you give back to society? Do you make someone's life better in your business? Do someone feel comfortable that, okay, because of this business, my life changes? That's the question you need to ask yourself. It's not about making profit. Some people will make profit and no one will see their profit. Especially these foolers in business. These foolers will make Malik, sorry about that. The foolers and the ceremonies, they will make profit and no one will see the profit. It's only the sellers who will make profit and share the profits. Huh? The sellers will make profit and share the profits. But the foolers and the ceremonies, the jewelers are a little bit better. They are a little bit better. Because for them, when they make profit, they eat everything. They don't keep, they don't reserve. They don't have reserves. That's the problem with the jewelers. Okay, thank you very much. So, as you set out your own journey, this is a piece of advice for you. As you set out your own journey, remember this. Building a business is not easy. But with the right mindset from where we start from, a passion and problem solving, a strong plan, and a commitment to learning, you can make it happen. Start small. Never aim to start big. If you are just starting your business as a new entrant in any industry, for example, let's say, okay, for the industry I belong now as an insurance company. If you want to set up an insurance company now and you have your head office and then you start opening branches here and there, you're going big. And the market is saturated. You need to start small. Build up that capacity. Build up that trust. And remember, business is all about trust. It's not about people who come to buy from you. Do people trust your business? Do people trust your product? What's your responsiveness to those people? So that helps you to grow. So stay consistent and never lose sight of the impact you want to make. And I always remember that when I wanted to start my own business as an insurance broker, I spent a year planning. I don't start just for 1 month, 2 months. No, I spent a complete 1 year planning it, trying to get the right partners, trying to meet out the right people, trying to go through files and to see how this business grow and what impact we will make. What's going to be my percentage of the market share? So I want to take this opportunity now to give this advice to you that start slow, start small, and grow big. Thank you so much for having me here today. And I hope each of you walks away with the belief that you can build something incredible. And that journey starts right now. With the way you think, the problems can be solved if you have the right mindset. And the persons you bring on each steps will help you grow in everything that you want to achieve in future. Thank you very much.
You have learned something from him. That you can start anything, even though you have small, but you start small while thinking big. So our next guest speaker, we have a humble princess lady by the name Father D. Jao. She is the founder and the manager of Fadija. I guess most of you know those who wear the quality veils, right? And the modest clothing brand. She is also a final year student in the University of the Gambia, majoring in human resource management. I guess the girls are taking over nowadays. So she's a role model to all of you. If you want, I guess all of you are wearing hijab. So I think you will learn something from her at the end of the day. And the sweetest thing is, Fadija was a student of the Noble School. So you are highly welcome, Fatima Dija, on stage.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to the members of the high table, ladies and gentlemen. I am Fatma Khadijao, the founder and manager of Khadija, which is a modest clothing brand. I am also an alumni of Nusrat Senior Secondary School and serve as the financial secretary of 2019-2020 batch. I am honored to be here today to talk about a fundamental topic, which is sales technique as a startup, with its theme building a business from mindset to creation. Entrepreneurship, especially those of us who are starting out with limited resources and visibility, developing effective sales strategy is crucial for growth. It will help in sustainability and it will help in ultimately building a strong brand. Sales is the engine that drives a startup growth, and mastering the right techniques can make all the differences in your business. Today, I'll be sharing some sales techniques that have worked for many startups and how this can be tailored to the unique challenges and opportunities that comes with starting a new business. Whether you are selling product, service, or idea, these techniques will help you build relationships, close deals, and scale your startup. So the first one is knowing your product and your market. As a business owner, you have to know your product in and out. As a startup, you are your brand's best advocate. No one can advocate for your brand better than you, the owner of the business. You have to talk about your business in a clear, concise, and compelling way because it is so vital in helping you to have a strong brand and also maintaining your business to be sustainable. You have to start by understanding the features and benefits and unique selling points that differentiates your product from your competitors. You need to know who are your competitors and what advantage do you have over your competitors because this will help your brand to stand out in the business. But beyond that, you need to understand the problem you are solving. That's why normally when you go for pitching competitions, it's very important for the judge to know the problem you are solving because if there's no problem, then there's no business. What need does it meet for your customers? Why should they care? Why should they buy from you instead of buying from your competitors? But knowing your product isn't enough as a business person. You must also understand your market, the customers you are trying to serve. Who are they? What are their pain points? How do they make purchase decisions? You have to make a thorough market research before you venture into any business. You have to do surveys or go on interviews and observing your competitors, as I have mentioned back. This will help you target the right audience with the right message. The more you understand your customers, the better you can align your sales techniques and meet their expectation and deliver value, because I believe value is key in every business. The second point is building relationship over transaction. In the Gambia, most of the businesses, all they do is just manage, but it's very important for you to connect with your customers. As a startup struggling with misconception that sales is all about pushing your product, in reality, sales is about building relationship, especially in early stage as a business person. As a new business, you have the opportunity to connect with your customers on a deeper level, more personal level, focus on providing value and demonstrating genuine interest in solving their problems rather than just pushing your products. Customer trust is everything. I believe Mr. Sar rightfully mentioned that it's very important for your customers to trust your brand. As a startup, engaging customers, answering their questions, and addressing their concern in a transparent and a respectful manner will build credibility. Be consistent in your communication and make sure to follow up with potential customers. You have to follow up and ask for feedbacks from your customers, because this feedback will help your brand grow. Negative feedbacks, mostly people take it as an insult. Wara kii bugut ma dem si kanam. These negative feedbacks that they will give you, it will really help your brand if you are a smart person. This approach will not only help you gain loyalty from customers, but also turn them into advocates who will recommend your products or service to others, which is through referrals. Because as a business person, you want your customers to stay and refer others to you. This means that your products are good and there are a lot of values in your products. The third point is refining your elevator pitch as a startup. You'll find yourself explaining your business often, where it's at networking events, through calls, or casual conversations. I believe your network is your net worth. That's why wherever you find yourself, try to network as much as you can, because you don't know where opportunities might come from. Think of it as a quick sales tools and help you grab attention in under 30 seconds, which is the elevator pitch. Because normally people think that pitching is all about going to competition, but as a business person, you have to pitch about your business every day to your customers. Each and every customer that comes to you to buy products, you have to pitch to them. The key to a great elevator pitch is focusing on the value your product provides rather than just listing features. Use language that is simple and avoid jargons. Remember, your goal is to make all the listeners curious enough to want to learn more. Leveraging social proof and testimonials. Most of you that have my contact will attest to the fact that I always like giving reviews that my customers send to me on my status, because this help your customers to trust and believe in your brand. So one of the most effective sales techniques for a startup is leveraging social proof. The idea that people tend to trust the experience of others. As a new business, you may not have hundreds of testimonials, but you can still build trust by showcasing the positive feedback you have received from earlier customers, whether through online reviews, word of mouth, or case study. Social proof will help you establish credibility and increase your chance of closing deals, which I believe is very important. Incorporate testimonials on your websites if you have one, in your sales pitch, and on social media platforms to create a sense of trustworthiness and reliability in the eyes of your potential customers. Use of consultative sales selling approach. Instead of focusing solely on pushing on sales, adopt a consultative sales approach. These techniques involve open-ended question and deep understanding the customer's need before proposing a solution. By positioning yourself as a consultant, which I believe most businesses in this country we don't do, and I believe it's very important for brand growth. You can build a strong rapport with the customer and gain valuable insight into their requirements. For example, instead of saying this, our latest collection of abayas, they are the best quality you will find. Try asking them what challenges do you face when shopping modest wears? What qualities are the most important to you in an outfit? This shift in focus shows the customers that you care about finding a solution to the problems, not just making sales. You have to set clear goals and metrics as a startup. It is essential to have a clear sales goal, track your progress. It's very important when you're a business person, that's why it's important to have a business plan. You should have goals that you need to follow. Maybe you saying from January 1st to December 31st, I want to achieve so and so and so. And you try working towards those goals because this will help your brand grow as a startup. Are you aiming to secure 10 new customers per month or perhaps increasing your revenue by a certain percentage each quarter? Setting clear goals allow you to measure your efforts, evaluate what's working, and make adjustments as needed. Sales metric as converse rate, customers acquisition cost, and average deal size will give you insight into your sales performance and help you identify areas of improvement. You have to embrace digital sales too. You know we are in the digital area. Gone are those days that we do business by face to face. Now a lot of people are doing business by using online platforms, leveraging their products on WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, and other platforms. So you have to invest in your business. If you feel like you don't have the means or you don't have the know-how of how to leverage these products on online, you have to hire somebody that's more experienced in that aspect because that's how visible your business can be. And if you want to reach international market as well, you need to pay someone to do the adverts for you. The final point is persistence and resilience. As a business, you will face rejection, objection, and tough competitions. But the most successful entrepreneurs are those who continue pushing forward. Revisit your sales and strategies, learn from each experience, and adapt to feedbacks. Resilience paired with right sales techniques will drive you forward your goals. And also, I would like to add that a lot of businesses in this country, like keeping our sales record, is a problem. I have been, when I started business newly, I hardly record my sales. All I do is I sell to people and I know that I have made a lot of sales, but at the end of the day, I don't know where my finances go because I have not been keeping proper records of my financials. So it's very important as a startup, whenever you sell to somebody, even if it's a boutique, you need to make records of it because this will help you to know how far you have gone with your business. And as I always say, entrepreneurship is the way forward. And I would love you all to say entrepreneurship is the way forward. I'll conclude by saying sales is an integral part of any startup business. For entrepreneurs, developing the right sales techniques early on can be a difference between failure and sustainable growth. By knowing your products, building genuine relationship with customers, refining your elevator pitch and leveraging social media proof, adopting a consultative approach and setting clear goals, and utilizing digital tools, your startup can establish a strong sales foundation. Remember, sales is not about being pushy, it's about delivering value, solving problems, and building long term relationships with your customers. And I would love you all to say entrepreneurship is the way forward. Entrepreneurship is the way forward. Thank you.